Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Niken Ghandini and I will present about teaching listening for young learners using TPR or total physical response. One of an alternative good method that can be used English teacher is total physical response. This method is really good for teaching young learner because they will not feel under pressure but feeling happy to learn new English vocabularies that they never heard before or listened to the English language which they do not use for communication in daily life with their families, relatives, and also people around them. In this method, basically the instructor gives commands in the target language, demonstrates the corresponding action, and directs the student to perform the same action. Young learners respond the commands through physical movement. I use listen and do strategy. And the implementation of the strategy are the first, pre-teaching activities. Teacher explains about steps of listen and do activity. In this step, teacher says to follow what they say and stand up. Teacher also says the topic for activity such as talking about part of body. Second, while teaching activities, teacher and students do warming up activity, then start practicing. For example, the teacher says head, shoulders, knees and toes, will sing a song and students will follow them. After understanding the instruction, students start the activity. And the last, past teaching activities. The teacher and students mention the sound of part of body's vocabulary clearly and together. They do the activity one more. Teacher gives reflection of the activity, which is studying the sound is more effective if they.
Hello, my name is Tsaqifatuzziyyan from Class D. I will present about teaching listening skills using the drama picture games. Game is an activity which is entertaining and engaging, often challenging, and an activity in which the learners play and usually interact with others. This activity is great for improving listening skills and memory. It is also a fun way to test students' understanding and ability to follow instructions. Great for English as a second language lessons. The drama picture games can be particularly good for ESL students. Listening is a vital skill that will help improve understanding and communication. Playing the drama picture game can help boost students' confidence in identifying and using different vocabulary. It also helps to improve memory of keywords and group of words that the learners often. Steps in implementing strategy. First of all, ask the students to prepare a paper, pencils, crayons, or color pencils. Ask the learners to listen to whole description without drawing. Read a description of a person, object, animal, or place. If we touch a young learner, we can ask them to draw a sharp or coloring the sharp. Read the description again slowly and ask the learners to draw what has been described. The teacher can encourage learners to ask questions for more clarity, because maybe the students or the learners do not hear what we have been described. Please be willing to read the description several times. Next, display all the pictures drawn by the learners and display a copy of the text that they have used. Last, check the pictures against the next to see if the tiles are correct. We can ask the students to compare the picture. I use the references from journal The Effectiveness of Listen and Draw Game Towards Students' Motivation in Learning Skill by Mariana Sesmita. Thank you for your attention to listen to my explanation. See you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Devi Ellyza Hanum and I'm from English Department of Yayan Kediri. Now, I will do presentation about listening strategy with using songs, movement, and fingerplays. Songs are a great way to work and building listening skills. Teachers should use activities that check students' listening comprehension, especially when teaching a new song. Teachers can check comprehension by using various verbal and non-verbal response. Some activities such as fingerplays can be done while children are listening and learning to sing. Fingerplays are songs that come with hand motions or gestures that correspond to the meaning of the words or context. Then the steps in implementing the strategy. The step number 1 is introduction the topic of the songs. For example, like, "Hello kids, today we will sing about the rhythm of Itsy Bitsy Spider song." Then step number 2 is review the vocabulary students already know. Like, teacher said, "What is the spider?" or "What is the sun?" Then children answer with what they knew. Then the steps number 3 is pre-teach the new vocabulary. After that, listen to the song, with the teacher singing or with the audio recording or video. Then the steps number 5 is teach the song line by line and make sure young learners listen the song with clearly. After that, if there are multiple verses and a refrain, follow the steps. The steps number 1 is teach the refrain line by line. Then teach the tune of the verse using la 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 instead of the lyric. Be sure to add the refrain with the lyric at the end of the verse. Then teach the verse one by one, always singing the refrain after each one. The steps number 7 is point out words that rhyme at the end of each line and practice repeating them when teaching each verse. And the last is search. I have this strategy from the journal of Get Up and Sing, Get Up and Move using songs and movement with young learners of English by John Kang Shin. Thank you very much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.